to breathe, connect with our breath. And just settle into your body and notice how you feel today. Out through the nose. Card that I picked this morning was Ajna, which is the third eye chakra, the sixth chakra, which is connected to our intuition. And probably noticed if you've been practicing yoga for any length of time that you do feel more tuned into your body and your intuition. And you, because we developed this relationship with our body, we tend to trust our intuition a little bit more than most people that ignore it all the time. And you'll find the more you trust those inner promptings, the more they happen, and your life flows a little bit different. Doesn't necessarily mean it's easier, but you're able to go with the flow of that. You're able to go with the flow a little bit more. So it's another reason why we practice. Even when we sit here, we can make that connection with our intuition, make that shift into witness consciousness. We kind of take a step back and we watch all of the happenings of the body, the mind, from a non-judgmental place. Connects us with that part of ourselves that some might call the soul, a place where there's this continuous wisdom and, our intuition has this wisdom that knows everything. There's a part of us that knows every single thing there is to know. Because we are all connected, everything in the universe is connected. Practices help ground us into that place of interconnected intuition. Something as simple as our breath, just breathing in and out from the nose, deepening the breath, stretching out, breathing into the belly so you feel your belly expand on the inhale, empty on the exhale. Move the diaphragm like that, it helps to tone the nervous system. So that's what makes us shift into parasympathetic or relaxation response, where we want to do most of our life from. A couple different types of breath work that I've been introducing. Last week we did our 3-part breath, and we'll do that again, but there's a new one that I learned last weekend. I did a little quick online class with the Art of Living, I don't know what it's called, the Art of Living Institute, and they taught us something called the bellows breath. So if any of you were in any other class this week, you might have already done it. And I loved it because the guy that taught the class was saying, it's like common sense, but we don't think about it, right? We train for everything in our lives. We train for our jobs, we have to learn how to drive, like almost every single thing that we do, we have to train for. Except for being happy. We've never trained in learning how to be happy. Right? And so that's a funny thing because it's like what everyone's always striving for. And yet we don't really know how to do it. So we kind of search for outside things. We're always trying to pull in external things that we think are going to make us happy. But things as simple as our breath can help connect us with our true happiness. So we're not reaching for those external things. So I really liked his explanation of happiness training. I'm going to be stuck on that one for a while. And I think I have felt that way for the past 22 years of doing all of this exploration and work, and yoga and Buddhism. Like, it really sends you within. Sends you within and forces you to work through all those. It's so easy to be unhappy and cranky and annoyed and frustrated. Why is that so easy? It shouldn't be that easy. It should be easy to be happy. So anyway, our bellows breath, you can think of it as the breath of happiness. So if you want to sit towards the edge of your seat a little bit more, you can. If that's uncomfortable for you, you can stay where you are. And this includes using our arms. So it looks like this. We inhale and reach the arms up. And we exhale, we make fists with our hands and draw the elbows back. We inhale and exhale. So always in and out through the nose. And we kind of pick up the pace with it. And it's okay to be forceful when you're breathing in and out through your nose. You'll never hyperventilate like you would if you're breathing in and out through your mouth. It just increases the oxygen. Inhale, arms up, fingers open, exhale, draw it back. So of course, go at your own pace. If I'm going too fast for you, you can slow it down. If you want to go faster than me, that's fine. And when you do this, your eyes are closed and you're keeping your internal gaze up toward your third eye, like I talked about before. One more in this round. And go ahead and rest your hands, palms up on your lap, sit up tall. Come back to your natural breath. And you feel a lot of different sensations in your body. All of it is normal. And this breath is neat because you can do it any time of the day. You don't have to worry about being on an empty stomach or only doing it in the morning or at night. You can do it anytime, and it really helps to bring clarity of mind, energizes your body, and clears out toxins. We'll do another round. Inhale as you reach it up. Exhale as you draw it back. And relax again, palms up, sit up tall, natural breath. Like to meditate or you aspire to meditate, this breath is really helpful if you do it before meditation. One more round. And when you're ready, inhale, arms up, exhale, and drop back. rest. Remember, internal gaze is up toward the center of your forehead. When you rest, you're just kind of witnessing everything settle back down, but in a more balanced and harmonized way. Lots of clarity of mind. It's pretty hard to have a lot of thoughts after you do that breath. Once you feel that settling, you take your fingertips to your shoulders or towards your shoulders, lifting the elbows. And this one you might want to come a little bit forward because we're going to twist from side to side. So even if you lean forward a little bit, that's okay. And when we start to twist, move your head with you and just go at a pace that works for you. So this one's fine to go slow, a little bit faster is okay. And just keep breathing. There's no specific breath pattern here. Just want to sit up tall and twist the spine. And even just imagine that this, not really imagining, but you're focusing and realizing that the twist always starts from the lower back or base of your spine and moves up through the top of your head. So this warms up all the muscles in the back, the hips, through the abdomen, the pelvis. Very good for spine health. Usually all these are done for about 2 minutes. So the bellows breath you can do for 2 minutes straight, or you can do a few rounds that equals 2 minutes. It's okay. Or shorter, it's okay. Come back to center, releasing the arms down. Take a natural breath. And then we'll do a 3-part breath together. So remembering on the inhale, your belly expands. Halfway through your inhalation, you draw your belly button back toward the spine and you let the inhale rise up to your chest. So you gently hold your breath. Doesn't have to be for long. You always want to stay comfortable in that hold. When you're ready to exhale, it should be controlled and it comes down from the chest, through the ribs, back to the belly. So we draw the navel back toward the spine again to release air, as much air from the lungs as you can. And then you come back to your natural breath. The next movement is extended cat-cow. So we'll inhale and reach the arms up. And when you do this, you're kind of pressing your belly forward, lifting the heart, lift the chin. On your exhale, you're rounding your back, reaching your arms forward, drawing your chin towards your chest. Inhale, you reach it up. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Exhale as you round. And this can be done with your hands down on your lap as well. If your arms get tired or if there's too much on your shoulders, then do what works. And again, just think about moving the spine one vertebrae at a time. The movement originates at the base of the spine and rolls up to the top of the head. And both movements. Inhale up, exhale out. Really, when you round your back, you're pressing your spine toward the back of your chair. Couple more times. Knees back up in our neutral position with the palms facing us. Take a natural breath. And then we'll do a 3-part together. Inhale, belly expands. Halfway through, drive back, continue to inhale, the breath rises up to the chest. Gentle hold. Exhale when you need to. Return to your natural breath. You can keep your eyes closed if that's comfortable for you. We're going to reach the arms out and up on the inhale. Feel that lift through the ribs, out of the hips a little bit, and then exhale. Release your arms out and down. Chin comes down toward your chest. Inhale, out. And exhale, out. Inhale, out and out. This time, keep your right arm up. Release your left hand down to the side of your chair. And we'll side bend over to the left side. So reach that right arm over to the left side. Maybe open a little bit here. Take your gaze up toward the ceiling. Pull the right shoulder back a bit. So we have our side bend and a little twist. Take a breath. Let your next inhale, take it back to center. Both arms come up. And exhale, right hand comes down, left arm over into your side bend. And again, that little opening, pulling the right shoulder back. And breathe. Inhale, back to center. Let's interlock our fingers here if we can. Index fingers point up. Relax the shoulders. Rotate your arms bend. We'll inhale together. On the exhale, just a little side bend over to the left side. We want to make sure we stay nice and stable on the chair. Inhale to come back to center. And exhale, right side. So we're really bending into the side waist here instead of leaning over. We're bending into the side waist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left side. Inhale, center. And exhale, right side. Inhale, reach it up. And on the exhale, release your arms out and down. Let them hang down. Relax your shoulders. Drop your chin towards your chest. Let's inhale. On the exhale, rolling your head over toward the right side, ear over your shoulder. Inhale as you roll it back down towards your chest. And exhale over to the left side. And inhale back down to center. Exhale, right side. Back down. And exhale, right side. And back to center, lifting the head. Let's clasp behind the neck. So interlock your fingers behind your neck for support. And we're going to lift the chin toward the ceiling. Open the front side, the neck, the throat. You want to go a little deeper here. You can take your elbows out wide. Reach the heart forward a little more. And breathe. Raise your arms out. Inhale, reach the arms out and up again. As the arms come up this time, go ahead and bring the palms of the hands together. And we're going to bend the elbows and lower the hands 1 or 2 inches above the head. So sitting up tall, pressing into the palms so we feel the shoulders engaged. Just bringing in some shoulder strength here. Connecting us with our posture. And as we sit here, see if you can feel a little bit lighter in your hips. So instead of compressing down into your hips and hip flexors and spine, feel that lengthening sensation and that lifting from the hips. Shoulders are nice and strong. We'll take one more breath here. Inhale, reach it up. And on the exhale, release the arms out and down. And let's step our feet out to about the width of our mat. And make sure you're in a good spot to come down into a fold here. We're going to drop all the way down into our fold, except for Maureen. You can come halfway. Just keep your head above your hips, Maureen. And breathe. So you could even take your block down if you want to. And this is available to anyone that wants to. If you want to have your hands on your block and work on finding a little more extension in the spine, I think we'll all do that. But let's take a breath here. In our fold, all the way dropped in, just relaxing through the neck and shoulders. Take a breath. And then we can grab our block and place it out in front of us. So whatever height works for you, to be able to come up to a point where you have a flat back and you're extending from the spine. So it's kind of nice to bring it up all the way. You can really reach from the hips. And lift the head. Good. Look forward, draw the shoulders back, heart forward. Take a breath here. Maybe lift your toes. You have that feel to find some engagement in the legs. We'll inhale and exhale. We'll do one more breath here. Let's connect with the belly. So inhale, feel your belly expand. And on your exhale, draw the navel back toward the spine. And let's come back up to our seat. Shift the right down a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's come to the edge, the left side of our seat, coming to the edge of our seat. So we can work on opening this left hip flexor. We're going to slide the left leg way back. Remember, hold on to the right side of your chair so you're stable here. And you might come up on your left toes back there. It's okay if your leg is a little bit out to the side. It doesn't have to be straight back. But we just want to open this left hip flexor. So we're sitting up tall here. Good. Your chair. You're good. Okay. I see. You're trying to get on your mat. My foot doesn't reach in front, but everybody else's does. So you're good. All right. Let's inhale and reach the arms up here. We can interlock the fingers, point the index fingers, kind of in a warrior one, modified warrior one. So when we're here holding, I want you to kind of feel as though you're trying to tuck your tailbone, right? So you're not really going to be able to. But what's going to happen is you'll be able to extend the front side of your spine, or you'll extend the spine. You can only extend the front side of your spine, and maybe your gaze comes up towards your hands. So let's take a breath here. Good. Let's release the arms out and down. And either hold on to the right side of your chair or take your hand onto your right knee. Left hand back to your left leg. And we're going to slowly turn our head toward the left shoulder, allowing our torso to kind of twist with it a little bit. And take a breath. And if you want to go a little bit deeper here and you feel balanced, you can take the right arm up toward the ceiling, looking back towards your left shoulder. Maybe leaning back a little bit. Extended warrior. Or exalted warrior. Take a breath. And we'll take it back to center, arms out wide. So your torso is at center, arms are out wide. Right? Remember, you can have this right hand wherever you need it, but take your left arm back. And if your arms are extended, take your gaze over your right fingertips. Good. Or just turn your head to the right side if your arm is down. Yeah, you got it. Good. Yeah. So look towards your right shoulder. Either way, it's down. It's all right. The front. How about that? Good. And let's swing this left arm down and we'll twist forward, reaching both arms up. Inhale. And on the exhale, release your arms out and down. Good. And we'll take this left leg forward. And again, shake it out a little bit if you need to when you come up. And we'll move over to the other side. We get to do all that fun stuff on the other side. Right leg slides back, and it's normal to feel a little bit different on each side. So this one might be more or less flexible. Maybe it's a little stronger. It just all depends on which side is more dominant. We're going to reach the arms forward and up to start. And this time we'll leave them. We won't interlock. We'll just keep them open. Relax the shoulders. We're going to focus on the spine. So remember, like you're trying to tuck your tailbone here. So we're extending the spine so you feel a little lift in the ribs. Maybe your gaze comes up toward the ceiling. And we'll draw the navel back toward the spine slightly so our core is protecting us, protecting the low back. And breathe. We'll inhale together. On the exhale, release your arms out and down. Grab a hold of the left side of the chair, maybe on your left knee, just depends on how you feel. Right hand comes back. We're going to slowly turn toward the right shoulder. Looking over, breathing. And you can turn the back foot out as well instead of being up on the toes if that's more comfortable. And we can exalt the warrior. Left arm comes up and over as we slide the right hand back a little bit maybe. And breathe. We lift both arms out wide into our warrior two position, taking our gaze over the left fingertips. Again, breathe, relax your shoulders. Let's swing this right arm down, forward, both arms come up, back to our warrior two. And on your exhale, release your arms out. That's good. All right, so that one forward. Now we're going to sit back on our chair so we can take our legs out wide here. Good. So into our goddess, we're going to turn our feet out as wide as they'll go. Sitting up nice and tall. So we really want to lengthen up through the spine here and feel lifted out of the hips. We'll take the arms out wide. So you take your arms out wide, lift them a little bit higher than your shoulders, relax the shoulders, and then bend the arms up. Good. So in our goddess, you can go ahead and close your eyes. And if you want to bring a little more intensity to this posture, you can press your feet into the floor. So when you do that, you're going to feel your legs engage. You lift the toes. And you can press and release and press and release. So find what works for you. Don't lose your upright torso. Feel a little length, a little more length in the spine. Lift from the hips, press into the feet. Inhale. On your exhale, relax your legs. Bring your hands to your knees. Take a breath here. We'll come back to it again, but just relax. More breath here. The heart rate up a little bit. So take the arms out. Remember, arms lifted slightly above the shoulders and bend them. Spread your fingers out wide. Sitting up tall, lengthening, feeling that little lift in the hips. Press into the feet. Again, maybe press, release, do what you need to do. What works for you. Stay with your breath. And notice if you're leaning a little bit too far forward, like I just noticed I was leaning pretty far forward, so I took it back so I'm more upright. Let's inhale, reach the arms up slowly. Let the shoulders lift in this reach. We don't normally do that, but lift them. And then exhale, release the arms down, relax your legs, hands to your knees. Back to your breath. One more breath. It's possible for us to reach that block that's out in front, but we have to do a lot of work to get it. All right, I think we're going to be all right, Therese. Oh, look at you with that reach. That's good. All right, so we're going to stay in this wide leg placement here. Put the block down, up on the tallest setting, leaning forward and connecting again with that spine extension. So kind of a halfway lift here. If we were standing fully on the floor, this would be a variation of standing A. So we're extending the spine, lift the head, inhale. Good. On your exhale, see if you can lower your block one setting. Inhale, find some extension again, out from the hips, nice. Exhale. And if you have one more setting in you, maybe your hands can come down to the lowest, but do what's right for you. And again, inhale, extend. This time on your exhale, see if you can drop into it. You have the support of the chair for your belly. Maybe your hands come to the mat. See how far you can drop into this fold. Maureen, you keep a good job keeping your head above your hips. Take a deep breath. And now when we make our way back up, let's come up as slow as we can. So use the legs of your chair and you're rolling up through the spine. Roll up nice and slow. Inhale as you come up. Good. All right, so we'll take our legs back together. Then we're going to come up to standing at the back of our chair. So adjust it. If you'd like to have more room on your mat, you might move the chair farther up. And we're going to start by working on our balance. So we're going to work on our tree pose. So it's up to you if you'd like to stay back here and do it, or you'd like to step out to the side. This is going to be a little more challenging because only one hand is on the chair. Here you can keep both hands on the chair, but I'll stand out here so you can see. We're going to start with our left leg, so grounding into the right leg first. Just close your eyes and focus on your right leg. Lift your right toes, see how that feels, spread them out, and then set them down, little to big. Then you can open your eyes, gazing down toward the floor, helps you stay grounded. And we're going to take the left foot and just place the left heel over onto your right leg, opening the left knee. I'm going to start there in our tree pose. And you can play around with balance. You know, it depends on how you feel. If you want to take your hands to your hips, you can, or keep one hand on your chair, the other hand on your hip. If you feel like you want to play around with a little more balance, you can take your foot up higher on the leg. Just don't put pressure on the inside of your right knee. So your foot has to be below or above that knee, the heel at least. And if you have a free arm, go ahead and lift that arm up toward the shoulder. Stay with your breath here. So we're lengthening the spine, engaging the core. If you're holding on to your chair, feel brave enough, you might close your eyes and balance in your true pose. Not a requirement. Not a requirement. Really want to try to relax in our body when we balance. So there's still movement when we're balancing. We're not super stiff. That does not help balance at all. We want to be flexible. A representation of what we strive for off the mat. Balance, flexible, and calm. When you're ready to release, you can take your arm down first. And bring the left knee forward. And go ahead and release. And shake your legs out a little bit. And we'll switch to the other side. So if you want to come to the other side of your chair or however you're doing it, we'll start first by closing our eyes and focusing on the left foot. That's going to be the grounded foot. Lift the toes, spread them out wide. Set them down, those big. When you're ready, we'll take the right foot, placing the heel to the inside of the left leg, knee comes out wide. Standing up as tall as you can. And then just feeling into where you want to go with this. With the foot higher. Maybe in arm lifts. Eyes open or closed. Stay with your breath. Flexible, ease. Release, arm comes down first. And the foot. Straight out. We'll be down at the back of the chair. Stepping back enough so that way we can find our halfway fold, kind of a modified down dog. So our arms are extended, our head comes between the arms, and we feel that nice reach back into our hips. And that comes all the way down toward the heels. Maybe you're able to lift your toes here. Breathing into your belly. If your teeth are touching, then unclench them. Soften your eyes. See if you can soften a little bit through your low back. You might feel your belly drop down more. Find a little more extension in the spine. Let's take one more breath here. And then we'll make our way back up, walking toward the back of our chair. Okay. So we want to make sure we have enough room behind us so we can step the left foot back a few feet. Right, we can plant into that left foot. We don't have to stay up on the toes. So if you feel balanced here and you want to have your hands on your hips, you can, or you can keep whatever you need on the chair. We're just going to bend into the right leg. We're going to bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Now, as we kind of ease our way in and out of this, connect with the strength in your legs. Like you're trying to squeeze the legs together a little bit. Right, so if you think about that, try to squeeze your legs together, you'll feel the muscles engage a little more. We want to lift and lower with that engagement. And even here, as we bend, we think about the spine. So we're tucking the tailbone again, which helps to extend the spine, open the heart, so you feel your shoulders open, heart lift a little bit more. All these little subtleties in the way that we move, bring in the correct posture, alignment, so our muscles, our bones, everything can function in a more balanced way. Lift your front toes, see how that feels. It's all right. Sometimes we need a focal point. I didn't say that, so it's my fault. Okay. And we can straighten and step it in, shake it out. You might feel that in your left leg a little bit. And when you're ready, we can step the right foot back. So that back foot is planted, turned out slightly. Good, everyone looks good. And it's the same thing. We're going to bend and straighten. And then bring in that strengthening, like we're trying to squeeze the legs together. So it's just a subtle movement that brings in our engagement, lifting the front toes, lengthen the spine. Inhale when you straighten, exhale when you lower. And then you can really bring it in up, so you might even be able to engage your right glute. I know, that's what everyone is trying to do these days, to work on their butt. And we'll straighten and release and shake it out a little bit. All right, I'll come back to the chair. Nice work. All right. So let's sit toward the edge of our chair once again. And we're going to twist again, this time with our arms not lifted. They're going to stay lowered. And we can take it slow so we can connect our breath with the movement. So we'll inhale, center, and exhale as we twist to one side. So as you make your way into your twist, it's that slow movement from the base of your spine. Your head turns last to look over the shoulder or toward your shoulder. Then you inhale back to center and exhale. Make your way over. On the exhale, inhale, center, and exhale, twist. Nice long spine. A little lift from the hips. And if you can bring enough focus in on your exhale, draw the navel back toward the spine. Center, exhale, twist. This counteracts what we just did with the lunges. There's our body more for our Shavasana, which comes next. 2 more times to each side. Back to center. Taking a moment here to just close your eyes and be present in your body. Check in, maybe you need another forward fold to release any residual tension in the back. When you decide to roll up, nice and slow, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. And then deciding how you want to set up for your Shavasana. As you know, you can stay seated and just close your eyes and relax. For those of you that like to switch the chair up and lie on your back, you can. So when you first come into Shavasana, you might take a few deep breaths and just allow yourself to relax even more. But really what we want to do in Shavasana is just let go completely, so we're not focusing on anything. Down with your side, rolling over to your right side. Come back to the seated position. We'll keep our eyes closed and bring our hands to heart center. So we connect with gratitude here. feel gratitude for one another, for ourselves. Let our awareness travel outside of these walls, of the area of gratitude to friends, family, not so friends. That's possible for you. Even strangers. Like it. All compassion, love, deep breath and bring it back in. Bow our heads down for our hearts to honor the wisdom within. First, we bow a little deeper to honor the hearts and wisdom, teachers, ancestors, experiences that have led us to this moment. Feeling our practice with the sound of the home.